Welcome to the internet, your gateway to adventure.
I remember pushing the baby stroller into the elevator. A tall man in a lab coat stood next to me.
Second floor?
What? Oh, right. Second floor. I stepped out of the elevator and used my room key to enter the room I've been living in for the past 6 days.
Hey, you forgot the baby,
said the man in the lab coat, pushing the baby towards me. Thank you. I pushed the baby into my room and closed the door behind me. I cannot recall what happened during the half an hour after. Starting a week ago, I've been having some severe memory problems, short-term memory loss for the most part. At approximately 3 p.m. yesterday, I had the most disorienting short-term memory loss experience yet. I felt like I had just woken up in the middle of microwaving my top ramen noodles. I vaguely recalled that there was something of vital importance that I had to do, but I just could not remember. I began hyperventilating as I racked my brain for answers. Suddenly, I remembered to check my phone. When I started having issues with my memory, I had devised an ingenious way to cope with my problems, using notes on my phone, largely as a to-do list, but also to record things that happened in case I forgot. I turned on my phone to check my notes. 2:34 p.m. Remember to make ramen noodles. I was already doing that. I looked at the next note. 2:40 p.m. Mr. H knocked. I didn't let him in. Do not let him in if he knocks later. Who was Mr. H? Oh, right, I remember. He's the man in the lab coat, but why shouldn't I let him in? I read the next note. 2:55 p.m. Kill the baby in 10 minutes and bury it outside. What? Why would I write that? Feeling my blood run cold, as if no cue, the baby started crying in the stroller. Life had been confusing enough when my memory problems started, and my notes were perhaps the one thing that had helped prevent me from going crazy. But could I not even rely on my notes anymore? Surely I shouldn't kill the baby, but I wouldn't have written the note for no reason. Maybe I've already gone crazy, I thought. Yes, that must be it. I must not have been thinking straight when I wrote that note. I checked the time, 3:05 p.m. According to my notes, I was supposed to kill the baby now, but there was no way I was going to do that. I walked over to my couch, sitting down to rest.
Calvin?
I heard the voice behind me.
Isn't there something you should be doing?
The voice said in an authoritative tone. I turned around. It was Mr. H in his characteristically white lab coat. I stumbled backwards in surprise. Why are you here?
Don't you remember?
Asked Mr. H. No, I don't. My eyes narrowed. How did you get in? Mr. H walked towards me. He opened his mouth to reply. I blinked. He was gone. In the background, I noticed that the baby had stopped crying. I approached the stroller to check on the baby and gasped when I saw that it was empty. I checked the time, 3:21 p.m. I must have forgotten what happened again. Mr. H must have taken the baby. I checked my notes. 3:15 p.m. If you forgot, just look outside the window. I walked towards the window and peeked outside the curtains. Gazing up at the sky, I saw how nice the clouds looked, but I wouldn't write a note to myself to look at the clouds. I looked left and right and saw nothing but buildings. I shrugged. Whatever. I entered the bathroom to wash the dirt off my hands. Wait, why am I